So here we are, July the 8th, 6:29 p.m. Just started the day, well I say just started the day, took 2 calls, closed 1. But what we're reflecting on is not today, it's the previous 7 days. So I'm going to cut over to a Loom video in just a second, but this week's gone pretty well so far. As you can see, or as you will see in a second, I took, I think, 22 calls, closed 9, and closed 10, sorry, should I say. 2 finance declines and also 2 refunds in the end, which was a bit of a bummer. Lost out like $400 commission, but we move onwards and upwards. So what I'm going to do is snap over to this next step and I will talk you through how I'm tracking this all. What's happening, people? Quick view of my vision board. Look at this. Got a bit of Yannick Garcia up in the corner. Got the tapes there to match the Brotherhood. Got my mic set up here. What a mic this is as well. Some Brotherhood, some Rolexes, 37 million, billion, trillion. You know how it goes. But anyway, what I wanted to show you was this. So if we move this out of the way for just a second, then you can see that the previous week close rate ended up being about 51%. Calls taken added up to be a total of 21. Closed, let me see, 10. Don't know how that's 51%, but I don't think that's even 50%, is it? So the calculations might not be quite. Oh, it's an average close rate of this. Okay, so the average close rate for the week was 51%. Don't think that quite adds up. Maybe there's something I need to change here. So the close rate is just below 50%, really, isn't it? If my maths is correct there. So closed 10, got the 2 credit declines and 2 refunds, like I said. And, I didn't track the objections. I only did this last night. The majority of the objections that I've been getting have been DIY and finance objections. So I've been looking through this and there's been a few fair ones that I haven't been able to get over. If we come over to here, then the yellow ones are the ones that I closed. The green ones are ones that I brought all the way through my objection handling process that Bill's been teaching me, and I haven't managed to close them. The pink ones are ones that I just couldn't close. But yeah, as you can see, timescales are a little bit messed up at the moment, but it seems to be going all right this week. Just closed a 3K deal there. So overall for the month, cash collected, haven't filled this in yet, but cash collected now would have been about 18,000 this month so far. But because of the refunds, I'm now up to 15,000, I want to say, roughly around that kind of area, maybe slightly below. So yeah, it's going pretty well. It could be better. We've got some big progress to make this week and we're starting it off with a bang. So this is how it's going so far. I'll switch back over to the phone in just a second just to give you a rundown of what I plan to improve, how I plan to improve it, and my structure of my day. So yes, Rebuild episode 2, well and truly on the way. So the rebuild, basically what it means this week for me is just role playing at least once a day while I'm in the gym, listening to any training that I possibly can in the objection box, just burning it into my brain, making sure that I'm listening, taking it in, applying the feedback. That is one thing that I've found very like a natural trait of mine, is to implement feedback pretty much instantly. So I've been able to do that pretty well since I've been in sales. I just plan to continue doing that in the way that I am. Flying to Germany soon, so there will be a bit of travel in the meantime, and also I'm just excited to see how this month goes. I'm planning to hit 100k revenue. That's a minimum expectation that I'll set, and I always try to set minimums. So if I reverse engineer that, what do I actually need to do? 25k a week in revenue over 4 weeks. So if you do that via the day, 25 divided by 7 is, well, it's slightly more than 3k a day, isn't it? It's 4k, is it? 4, 7, well, it's less. It's about 3.5 grand a day in revenue. I'm currently behind that by quite a bit. So I've got a couple of days to make it up, and then we'll be back on the straight and narrow. So that's where the training will really come in, attending the live calls, getting the unstuck calls one-to-one with Bill, James, Nick, keep moving in the right direction. So I'm really happy with how it's going so far in terms of my development. The result hasn't come just yet, but I know with continuous reps, just like going to the gym and getting fucking huge, it's the same thing. It's putting in the reps consistently every day, and that's what I plan to do. So, yeah, you know, not all calls are going to plan, and I know that there's definitely still areas that I can improve on, but that is no worry to me anymore. I know what I need to do. I know what's required. So I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to continue pushing in the right direction. It's easy to let it fall, and it's easy to let your mind get the better of you. But what I'm doing now is I'm not letting my mind get the better of me, and I'm pushing forward, and I'm completing daily tasks in and outside of personal admin, work admin, and shit like that. I'm just really dialed in right now. First time I've been tracking stuff like this. So I'm excited to see and watch the progression and the development. So yeah, be interesting to see how this all goes. I'll speak to you next week. We'll see how it goes. I think this week the plan is to I need to be at 50k revenue for the week, so I've got another 35k to do. Does that work out? Yeah, another 35k to do roughly. So over 7 days I obviously need to do 5k a day on average. So a couple of big days gives me enough room for potentially a bad day. So I'm here and I'm ready, and this is where the real journey begins. So hopefully you're enjoying this series so far. The background's obviously a bit more professional today. I'm in the bedroom office today, you know, back at the yard. Got my mic set up here. Look at that for a microphone stand, huh? The fucking, don't know if you can see this, but the tripod screw-on bit, the mic arm screw-on bit broke, so I've had to improvise and adapt. Always keep a bit of money in front of me when I'm closing, just to remember how much this dollar bill is really worth, you know. But yeah, I'm going to keep pushing, and we'll touch base again soon. Let's make it happen, bruv.